While the onions are browning on low fire, beat the eggs till foamy and incorporate. Kathy, did you insert a recipe in my speech by accident? Sorry, it's okay. Now I get it. Now it happens. Friends, I am extremely glad to conclude this great evening. No, you know what? I'm sorry. Actually, I don't need notes to reflect on what the Reverend just said about interfaith, because interfaith is such a powerful and needed force in the, should I say, absurd, fragile, divided world that we live in. And I remember after my walk, a couple of years after my walk, I discovered my first visit to the Cathedral St. John the Divine. And what struck me was that the interfaith, this cathedral was open to all religions, all faith, all people, something I was not used to coming from Paris, France. Then I met an extraordinary man, the architect of that interfaith, the founder of Interfaith Center of New York, the very Reverend James Parks Morton, Dean of the Cathedral Church of St. John the Divine. Whom I would later call, in short, James Dean, a rebel with many causes. And you know the saying, behind a great man, there is always a great woman. Nonsense. Side by side to a great man, there is a great woman. So I would like now to salute Pamela Morton for a lifetime of inspiring vision, of generous spirit, of relentless creativity. Pamela. So after I met James and Pamela, they introduced me more to their cathedral, and I fell in love with that neo-Gothic cathedral unfinished. And I wanted to do my own humble offering there. So I had an idea of having a walk in the nave. Or maybe I should explain. A walk in the nave has nothing to do. It's not a walk in the park. It's a high wire walk in the nave. And of course, I wanted it to be a surprise without permission. So, long ago, National Geographic made a portrait documentary with me, and of course, part was dedicated to my sharing with the cathedral. And I'm going to show you a short clip that relates of that walk in the nave, and that shows the reaction of the dean. So, focus your eyes on the screens, and here is the clip. After the walk, the dean made a comment about my atheism. He says, Philippe doesn't believe in God, but God believes in Philippe. And not long after that, I was honored of the title, to receive the title of Artist in Residence. And it's something extremely important and inspiring in my life. And I've been associated myself with the church. At some point, for example, I was doing a magic performance in the crypt for the altar boys. And I always have with me a little red cord to do magic tricks. And during that moment, the dean explained to me and to the kids the etymology of the word religion. It is, of course you know, it is from the Latin religare, which means actually to bind, to unite things, people, ideas with a little red cord. You know, that's my addition. Now, let's tie that little red cord about tonight's awards. And let me tell you, the James Parks Morton Interfaith Award, named in tribute of Dean Morton, recognizes individuals or organizations that exemplify an outstanding commitment to promoting human development and peace, values shared by the world's great religious traditions. Prestigious past honorees include President Bill Clinton, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Reverend Dr. C.T. Vivian, Liman Bowie, Shirin Ebadi, Philippe Petit, Nicolas de Christophe, Carl Sagan, and Paul Winter, among others. Tonight, the 3 awards go to 3 distinguished honorees, soon to be properly introduced: Preet Bharara, Anne Rockefeller Roberts, and the Community of Saint Egidio. Therefore, you are going to hear a lot of speeches, some speeches. And you know, sometimes the person that speaks, transported in their enthusiasm, forget about time. And we want to go home at some point. We also have this very important 8:28 fast break for the Ramadan, as you know. So I have been asked to be the keeper of the time. And if any introducer or any honoree goes further than their allotted time, and I have that secret information inside, I have to remind them to conclude. So I thought, let's do, and I love that, let's do what they do at the Oscar ceremony. I will hum a little song. But you know what, to make it less painful, I will also add a little dance. And I will make a total fool of myself, because if there are 2 things in life that I cannot do, it is sing and dance. So in case it doesn't happen, I give you a little aperçu, so you know what it is, how ridiculous it is. You see, so please, control yourself when you talk, and don't let me make a fool of myself like I just did. Thank you. Preeta Bansal has been a long-time board member and currently is an honorary board member of the Interfaith Center of New York. She, like our honoree, is no stranger to public service, law, and interfaith work. She was Solicitor General of the State of New York in 1999-2002, and more recently served in the Obama White House as General Counsel and Senior Policy Advisor in the Office of Management and Budget. She was a partner at Skadden Arps in New York City and also served as chair of the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom, during which time she helped advise on the drafting of the Iraqi and Afghan constitutions and led dozens of diplomatic missions abroad. Currently, she is focusing on reimagining a re-engineering governance system in a networked world as a senior lecturer at MIT. Please welcome Preeta Bansal.